That's huge.
Well, good morning, we are back out pike fishing, but this time we are on a river. So this river is where my PB comes from. It's where I did the competition at the start of this year where I caught that 22-pound 4-ounce pike. I am fishing the exact same spot only because, again, when I've turned up this morning, admittedly I did sleep in a little bit. I wanted to be here earlier, but never mind. I have seen some silverfish activity again in and around the area, so I thought, I've caught from here before, why not try and start here and try catch something again. So the usual 2 dead bait rods, although this time I have got a mackerel on because we are fishing a river, so you want something nice and smelly and something that's really going to stand out to the pike if there's anything in the area. And then on the other rod I've got just a bream, which seemed to have been doing pretty well lately for me. So although I have only used them for the last 2 sessions, but yes, when I went with Barry I had one on the bream. When I went the week before I had 2 on the bream. So obviously there's loads of bream in the rivers and the canals, so why not try with a bream? You can always change your baits. I might even pop that mackerel up like I did when I caught the 22. Although I think that was actually a popped up herring, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, same conditions as last week, overcast. It is a little bit windy today and there is a couple of spots of rain, but I ain't got a coat, but it don't really matter. So yeah, fingers crossed. I'm gonna get the flask out and have a coffee. Let's see what we can get. I think the bream's been picked up. Yep. Out nice and early. Oh, you are kidding me. You have to be kidding. No way. No flaming way. Oh, that's so annoying. So annoying. Oh, God's sake. Get it out quick again. I just popped that mackerel up, put the rod down, got to the top of the bank and looked at it and my float had gone. Ah! Can't believe that. Cannot believe that. Hopefully it's a good sign that there's fish in the area. Well, I just stood down here having a recast on the mackerel rod and the bream's been picked up. How lucky were that? Hopefully this time we can get it. Better connection this time anyway, I feel. We're going out into the middle. Shame I ain't got any more bream. Looks like it'll have to be a roach. It's only a babber. But first fish, it will do. It will do. very, very, very nicely. Yes. Well, first fish after dropping that one earlier. Same rod, the bream rod. This little 8.5 pound pike. That'll do me for now. At least we're not going to blank, but fingers crossed there's a couple more in the area. It is still very early on in the day, so let's hope we can catch a few more and hopefully get into a couple of the bigger ones. Alright, let's put it back. Off you go. Marvellous. So yeah, decent start. Obviously I dropped one earlier, which is highly annoying. And then, I don't know, an hour and a half, the same rod's gone again with the bream in the same area. Whether it was the same fish, I have no idea. Probably not, but a good start to the day. 8.5 pounder. Kick us off. Still plenty of time left in the day. I think it's only about 9:30ish, something like that. So I'll be here till roughly till dark-ish. Whether I move or not, we'll see how the day pans out. You know, if I get any more runs here, I'll probably stay here. If I don't, there is like a little jetty platform over there, which I have been meaning to try for ages. So I may go over there and try that. But yeah, a bit of a blank saver, but nonetheless, it's still a fish, a nice little fish. They fight hard in these rivers, I did forget that. So I'm going to have a cup of coffee out of my flask, and then fingers crossed we can pick up a few more bites. So in last week's video I was on about why I use 65 pound braid. So if you can see that hook there, I've just reeled one of the other rods in and it was snagged up. So if I was using mono or maybe a lighter braid, I would have probably, or the line would have probably snapped, but instead, because I've got the 65 pound braid, I know it sounds heavy, but it's not, you know, it's not a particularly thick braid, but that's the reason why I use it. So that hook can pull or bend, and again, you're not going to leave a live rig in the canal or river or wherever you're fishing. So that's the main reason that I use it. Well, since them 2 runs early doors, it's gone ever so quiet. I've kept one rod where I had both of the runs, then I've been moving the other one left and right of it, further up the bank, further down the bank kind of thing, but just can't seem to get and pick up. Maybe there's just no fish around here, whatever. I had the popped up mackerel on the other rod. I've just put a smelt on it and then injected that with some blue bluey. So I've just put that out, see if that can entice a bite. I'm surrounded by sheep. I have been all morning, but they're harmless. They're not, you know, I think they're more scared of me than anything. So I'm just debating now whether to pack everything up from here, jump back in the car and go over to that platform, because it is the other side of the bank and over the bridge and everything like that. So I might give it a little while longer here, because I don't know about you lot, but I always find it hard to move from spots where you've caught or been catching when it goes dead. I know it's nice to try new places and stuff like that, because you just never know, but I'm a bit of a sucker for, I know where I've caught before, I know how deep it is, I know how it fishes, kind of want to just stay there and see it out. But I know the last time I fished here when I had the 22, that was the only fish I caught. That was relatively early on in the session, and then it just went absolutely dead. This time this morning, I was a little later getting here than I would have liked, because I did sleep in. I had that run pretty quick and then I had another run, so I thought, oh well, maybe there's, you know, a couple more fish here, but since that 8.5 pounder is absolutely gone dead. So it's time to have a bit of a rethink whether to move or stay. So either way, I'll let you know what I do. So I've bit the bullet and I've come down to this little jetty platform area. It's where somebody's has once told me it's pretty good. and I have seen one of their videos on YouTube fishing off of here. So if you want to check that out, the YouTube channel is called Parkland Piker, sorry. So they did a session on here, him and I think it was a friend, and they had quite a few decent fish as well. And he has told me about this little spot before, so it were dead over there. So I have come down here just for the last couple of hours to give it a try and see what we can do. It's a pretty quirky little thing. It's just next to the bit of a locked door where the boats pass through, because there's a weir over there and obviously boats can't go down the weir or up it. So yeah, last couple of hours, maybe two or 3 hours, we'll try it down here, see if we can get anything. But as always, if I do, you'll obviously be the first to know. Well, that's it, on time. Absolutely fruitless down at the little jetty pontoon, whatever you want to call it, but it was definitely worth a try. I thought I had one run not long after I got there, struck into nothing, and a bit later on I thought I had another run, but I'm not sure if it was just the undercurrent pulling everything through. So, but anyway, enjoyable day. It's been a bit cold, but I was a bit under equipped on the clothing side, but never mind. So I'll be back out next week. I think me and Barry are going to come here and try this pontoon again, jetty, whatever you want to call it. So again, if you like anything on this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, do what you want, and don't forget to check out those memberships. So until then, I'll see you next time.